to demonstrate how you can use Camtasia as a tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and do that by adding some music to an existing PowerPoint presentation on the solar system. And I'm going to make sure that that music lasts for multiple slides. And then I'm going to finish by saving the completed presentation in a different format rather than the save as format, so that the presentation will play on any computer. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and come up to the Insert tab, select that, and to the far right you'll find this icon and it's labeled Sound, and click the little black triangle and you'll get the drop down menu, and I'm going to choose Sound from File. And then on the desktop I had already saved a file called Interstellar Aura, and I'm going to go ahead and choose that and select OK. I'm going to be prompted to decide whether I want it to be played automatically, or when I click it I want it to be played automatically. Then this icon shows up, which I will remove later. I can actually make that decision now, but I'm going to show you another way to do that. Okay, now if I play the presentation now, the slideshow will play the music on just the first slide and then it'll stop. So let me show you that. I'm going to go to the next slide. It stops, and no one wants that. Let me push escape, and then I will go ahead and make some adjustments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the tab on the top that says Animations, and this is where I could add transitions from slides and things like that. But I'm going to focus in on Custom Animation, and a new menu pops up to the right, and I'm going to choose the music that I just added with another selection of the drop down menu, and I'm going to come down to Effect Options and left click that. And when I'm there I'm getting another several set of choices, and I'm going to at this point decide to play, or excuse me, stop the music from playing after a number of slides that I determined. So I'm going to say after, and then it's on 1. I'm going to change that to 6 and click OK. You know what, actually I'm going to come to Sound Settings, and while I'm here I'm going to go ahead and hide that sound icon during the show and say OK. Okay, now if I do an audition of the show, it should play from the beginning slide and then throughout other slides. There's slide 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then it'll stop. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. Now the next thing, normally at this point, if the presentation is finished, I'm going to go ahead and go back up to this first slide so it's a little bit something more interesting to look at. I'm going to close this window about custom animation. Normally you would go to the Microsoft Office button, at least you would in 2007, left click that, and most of the time you're just going to do a save as, and you can choose between the older versions of PowerPoint or a current version, even as a PDF. I'm going to choose a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to label this solar system. I've already done that. So I'm going to go ahead and select Save. In this case it's going to already exist, so I'm going to replace it. Now something you maybe don't know, if you took this presentation with music or a movie and you played it on another computer, and it would not bring the music or the movie file with you, or with it. So you want to come back up to the Microsoft Office button, and instead of Save As, you're going to come down to Publish, and one of the choices is Package for CD, and you're going to select that. Just click OK on that prompt. And we are going to call this Solar System 2. And I don't want to copy it to a CD, really. I want to save it to a folder. This would be, maybe you go out and browse for your flash drive or something like that, but I'm going to go ahead and copy to a folder. I'm just going to put it on my desktop, and I'm going to browse for a folder called, let's see, desktop, should be one called PowerPoint presentation. There it is. I'm going to select that. I'm going to select, and I'm going to click OK. I'm going to say yes. Continue. That was quick. I'm going to push close. I'm now going to completely close out of PowerPoint. And I'm going to go to that PowerPoint presentation folder that I was talking about earlier. And if I double click it, I've got the standard way of saving it here under the solar system. But then I made another folder called Solar System 2. That's the package for CD folder. If I open that up, there are a number of DLLs and executables and miscellaneous files, one of them being my song, and at the bottom is the actual PowerPoint presentation. Interestingly enough, there's also a PowerPoint viewer, which means this will play on a computer that doesn't even have PowerPoint. So let me come down to Solar System, open it up, either F5 or Slideshow, and from beginning. No icon. The music continues on through subsequent slides. And that's it. So that's how you do that in PowerPoint, and how to use Camtasia